You could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros. Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow. But we are right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative. He's just a grumpy old man. And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded chart. See you on the charts.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The shock was not the result of corporate debt levels being high. The shock was a result of a pandemic and shutdowns as a way to deal with the pandemic. And so I think the debt levels are a concern, but they will not prevent this economy from starting to revive. This is probably going to go down as the shortest recession in U.S. history, also the sharpest.
The Fed going to make darn sure the equities end on a good note this month by pumping as much money as they can into the credit markets.
Into the stock market. That's right. Welcome to Phil's Gang. You know, what we're seeing, it's amazing that people have no clue what's going on. They have no clue. They could be making a lot of money right now, but they're afraid of the market. They don't get in because they're afraid, this market's going to go back down. I'm going to get caught. Sure you are. But not with us. Not if you have a mechanism that identifies the red flags when they get out. We do that every day. That's exactly what we do. With the chart, we're the only ones that have this chart. We developed a chart that follows the institutional money. Remember, it's the institutional money that drives your stock market up. By the way, forget the stock market. Forget the stock market. Forget. There's no more stock market. There's only one market called the Federal Reserve. They become the market. There's no more such thing as corporate earnings. I remember we used to sit there and wait for the corporate earnings to come out. You buy a stock. You look at the PE ratio. You look at the profit margin. I used to look at the free cash flow. I want to see them have a real healthy free cash flow. Then I used to watch the return on equities, return on assets. That's how I could know if the CEO and the rest of the management group was doing well. You have to sit down and study this stuff. Then you buy the stock. That's gone. That's great. That's terrific. You should love it. Take advantage of it. Isn't that a wonderful thing? The only way that the stock market, remember what happened? The stock market, Wall Street, the brokerage industry, remember, it grew. It grew from a cottage industry, a tiny little cottage industry. I mean, it was tiny, Wall Street. It was the 401k that made it huge. When they got rid of the pensions and they stuck you into these terrible, terrible 401ks, and you didn't know how to manage your money, so all of a sudden, oh, we got to have money managers. Oh, we need planners. I mean, one thing after the other. What a con game. It was a beautiful thing to watch. It was unbelievable. And people would sit there, and they didn't know any better. They just thought, oh, I got to get a broker. I need a planner. I need this. I need that. I don't understand any of this stuff. And that's why when they got rid of those pensions. Remember, when you were in a pension, it was a beautiful thing. And we should be going back to pensions. Because when you were in a pension, you and your boss were on the same team. Your job was to make the best product you possibly could. His job is to make sure you had the best retirement you could possibly get. That's when we were a powerful nation. But when they got rid of the unions and started getting rid of the pensions and started getting, taking our labor and exporting it, high-paying jobs, and then they came in and gave you these terrible 401ks, which was not a retirement vehicle, still is not a retirement vehicle. If it was, since 1970, if 401ks was a retirement vehicle, that was the answer to the pension, then tell me, since 1970, here we are 2020, how many years is that? 40 years, something like that? I mean, we have 50 years of 401ks, and we still have a crisis, a retirement crisis. We have 137 million people working in our workforce. 50% of them don't have a 401k. The other 50 that do, only 40% participate. The others can't. They can't. Expenses are too high. What they're paying on their credit cards, their health insurance, their automobile, their school loans, they can't participate. We are in a crisis. And the 401k is nothing more than the biggest skimming operation in the world, stealing from you every day, $200 billion, skimming every day, 27 hidden fees. But you'll never convince people of that because they're too powerful. Every ad you see on TV, especially all the business shows, the 401k, and you're going to be protected. They have a shot of the husband and wife going down and the sunset's going down, right, on the beach. Or they're going to this beautiful cabin in Vermont and Bambi the deer's jumping over the water and there's a little creek and there's flowers around the cabin. All this garbage, which is totally a lie. With the 401k, if you really go up to Vermont and see what that's a 401k, first of all, you go to the cabin, the stairs are broken, the rails are broken, the flowers are dead, and Bambi the deer is hung up on the side. They're gutted him to eat him for supper. And the people don't have any teeth in their head. That's how well they do with their 401k. What are you, nuts? This thing, they're going to make life terrific. 401ks was the answer. No, it was the answer to Wall Street. It took this little cottage industry of nothing and expanded it so huge. So huge. Tell you how they're smart they were. They're going to buy the best stocks for you. And it's just ridiculous. Now, here we are. Now, with this, everybody's saying, wow, look at this. The market, boy, by next Friday, we're going to be back to normal. The country's going to be back to normal. Look at this. So the first morning we wake up, the market goes up right nearly 1,000 points because they tell us, wow, look at this. We got another announcement that this other company, Moderna, is going to, they're close. They're very close to a virus. I mean, to a vaccine. Really. Does anybody take a look at it today on the chart? Take a look at it. Remember, it went from $52 up to around to about $87, and that's about it's about 67%. 67%, and it gave it all back. But the market's still going up. Then they turn around, and then they came out with this another company the other day. Novavax, NVAX, gave it all back, but the market's still going up. Then Merck tried to get involved in the middle of this the other day. And look at this, their stock's going down, but the market's still going up. So the whole deal, remember, there's no more stock market. There is a Federal Reserve who prints money, all kinds of money, And they're going to take all that money and not take care of Main Street. They pretend they are, but they're not. They're taking care of Wall Street. They take care of the stock market. You got to be in the stock market until the market crashes, and it will. We will test those lows once again. But right now, the Federal Reserve is the market, meaning they're printing money every day, $30 billion a day. Where's that money going? It's not going to Main Street to help you. Even the taxes don't help you. You know, taxes, the reason for collecting taxes, it was supposed to support Main Street people during emergencies, hurricanes, tornadoes, virus. That was the deal. But no, know what they do with those taxes? Bail out companies that are bad companies. When we have a mechanism for that called Chapter 11 bankruptcy, they should go into Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Instead, the tax dollars, instead of helping you, is going to bailing out a company. In fact, $112 for every $112 that the corporations are getting, you on Main Street, out of all the money now, you're getting $1.50. $112 they get, you get $1.50. What are you, nuts? I'll be right back with more and some great stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market. He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart, color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com. When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? In the last 7 trading days, I'm going to give you our numbers, okay, our returns. In 7 days, okay. So let's start out going back to the 18th. Bank of America, 7%. Remember, all these are in the last 7 trading days. So just 1 week. Think of 1 week of trading. So that was Bank of America, 7%. That was on the 18th. Visa's up 1%. Let's go to Disney, 15%. And Hovanian, 12%. And then, so the 19th, MasterCard, 4%. And Citigroup, Citigroup up 6%. And then we had Ford, we're up 15%. ALK, that's our airline, Alaskan Airline, 36%. Love, our airline, 29%. I think I got them all. So just think about our airlines alone. Love, 29%. Alaska Airline, 38%. This in 7 trading days. Disney, nobody wanted that stock, remember? 15%. So why am I does this make sense? How can this make sense when there's 39 million people out of work? And they lost, many of them, their health care. The people are remaining at their jobs. Their hours are cut back. They've gone from full-time to part-time, and then they go to poverty. How does that make sense? The economy, earnings of companies, their trend rate is down 32%. The trend, 32%. You don't hear every day how more people are being employed. They try to make you think, oh, everything's okay. We're opening the economy. Everybody's back to work. That's a bold-faced lie. Every day, we're losing more people, more jobs than we're gaining. How can we be up 29% in Southwest Airlines when they're not even flying? How can we be up 36% in Alaskan Airlines when they're not even flying? People don't even want to get on the plane. How could that be? It's simple. Because, and think of this, and when this rally went back up 38% after it dropped 38%, the S&P 500 companies for the first quarter had a record decline. But the market went up 38% when we had a record decline. The second quarter is even going to be worse than the first quarter. But we rallied 38% in that first quarter. How about these stocks? Moderna. Remember the story? Oh boy, they're a lot of good news. They're close to a vaccine. They're close to a vaccine. Stock soared 30%. I told my get members, don't you dare get into that stock. And then the insiders dumped it. Buy on the rumor, sell into the fact. Buy on the rumor, sell into the fact. $90 million in insider stock. Boom. Stock collapsed. I don't want to go into Guild. Merck tried to come Guild, got the same thing happen. Merck came out the other day, got in a party. Oh, we're close to a vaccine. So think about this. You got 39 million people out of work. People, their insurance is being slashed. Their health care is being slashed. They're full-time. The ones remaining against the part-time. Our earnings are a disaster. Our profits a disaster. But we're going up. We're going up. And these stocks keep going higher and higher. Why is that? Because there's no more a market. There's no more stock. It's called the Fed. When Powell went on 60 Minutes and said, you know what? We don't use paper. We don't use money anymore. It's just digital. We add numbers. And we can add, it's endless. The amount of numbers that we can add is endless. We can print all the money because we don't need trees anymore. All this money they're printing, there'd be no trees. You'd have to sit out in front of your house with a shotgun because the government would have to come by and take your trees. They'd have to take your trees. If it was the old days and there's no digital, you'd have to protect your trees with a shotgun. That's how insane this is. They keep printing and printing and printing. Why aren't you part of this? What are you doing? I'll tell you what you're doing. You're doing exactly what the institutions are doing. Many of them are staying on the sideline. Why? Because you got to be careful. Because what do the institutions know with these kind of rallies? They're long-term players. There's what we call the breadth. The breadth called narrow breadth. Let's say narrow breadth. What's that mean? We have a line on our charts called 50-day moving average. You don't even have to know what it means. It's on every chart in the world. It's a white line. Mine I put yellow. 50-day moving average. I can't even explain to you. I've been in this business for 45 years. The last 45 days, take the first 30, divide it by 2, blah, blah, blah. I have no idea what the hell it is. It's on the chart. It's yellow. All I know is if you have 50% of the S&P 500 stocks below that line, below the 50-day moving average, that's bad breath. That means you got narrow breath. That means you got 50% of your stocks are not above it. That's dangerous. That means the market could collapse at any moment. The market could collapse at any moment. You need at least 70% of the S&P 500 stocks above that yellow line. We only have 50% in half. And that's why you see the market, as it's going up, there's hardly any volume to it. So what did they have to do? They had to rig it to move the market up. They had to rig it. They've been having trouble. They can't get above the 200-day moving average. And they had to rig the market because there was no buyers, because the smart money knew this was a dangerous situation. So what did they do? I'll explain when I get back and what stocks you should be in. Join my gang. It's free for 10 days. You've got to be in this market.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang give platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
You know, you're never going to make any money in a 401k. The only way you're going to make money in a 401k if you just happen to catch this huge rally and get out. But 99.99% of the people never get out. They're going to make sure you don't get out. They always keep you in. Every crash we've had, the 401ks, people always lose money. They never get out before the crash. And when the market crashes 30%, 50%, if it goes down 50%, you got to get back 100% to break even. It's a terrible thing because you don't know when to get out. Now what's going on is at least, and they used to, you always had to go seek a broker because when you went to a 401k out of a pension, nobody took care of you. See, when you had a pension, you had somebody like me managing your pension. So if you were at a fire department, right, New York City, someone like me would manage that pension. Or if you were hospital workers in Virginia, you'd have somebody like me managing that pension. So they used to have to pay guys like me a lot of money to manage it. Very expensive for them. But it was perfect because the company was assuring you a terrific and guaranteed retirement. That's what made this country so great. There was this partnership that was so strong. That's why this country grew. That's why we had the might we had. You had the workers and the corporations, the owners, all working together for a good cause. You'd retire. You lived the same lifestyle you came accustomed to while you were working. Now you're retired. Live the same way. All this changed. They got rid of the unions. Everything got shipped overseas. Then they brought in the 401k to con you. The 401k is not a retirement vehicle. It's a tax law. Every CEO who had pensions had a 401k. What was it used for? They would park and hide their benefits. If they worked for a company and they got, let's say the company gave them a golf membership. It was worth $30,000. They could put it in their 401k and shelter it. It was all about sheltering their benefits. When the pensions went away, Wall Street got together and said, gee, what are we going to do? I know. Let's take that same 401k and we'll lie to everybody. Take the 401k and what we'll do is take a mutual fund. Now remember, Wall Street was a cottage industry of mutual funds. That was it. Let's take a mutual fund and we'll stuff it inside this 401k. And we'll call it a retirement account. And what we'll do is screw them good with fees. We'll get all kinds of fees, 27 hidden fees. And they'll never are able to, when the stock market's crashing, they can't make money. We won't allow them to make money when the market's going down. That in itself is insanity. How in the hell would you invest in a stock in a market and you can't make money when it's going down? But with the billions and billions and billions of dollars, they took parking space in everybody's head that this was a bad thing, shorting the market. This is a bad thing, you making money on the way down. It's better if your stock went from $100 down to $75 to buy more of it. If it went to $75 down to $50 to buy more of it. Called cost averaging down. It should have been a crime. It's like a criminal act to do that. You shouldn't do that. But that's what they do. But when they got rid of the pensions and went to the 401ks, the idea was, now you could be your own Warren Buffett. You can be your own Warren Buffett. You got your freedom. What a bunch of garbage that was. Now, a guy who was working on a machine, a lathe machine or whatever machine, he didn't know anything about investing. So they said, here's how we'll screw them. We'll start what we call planning. Planning. We can make a big industry out of planning. Big industry out of planning. We'll do the planning for them. We'll show them. We'll take their money and show them how to plan. Everybody got a piece of you. But the key is to keep you in. That's why you never make any money. Now, here's what they're doing. We got a whole new generation now. Now there's no more stock market. There's the Federal Reserve. Think of the Federal Reserve as the market because all they're doing is printing money. They just print money every day. And as long as they take that money, they're not putting it in the economy anymore. They take it and put it into what? The stock market. But there's a problem with the stock market. When you have a stock market going up like this, you got to make sure you got your money with somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. They got to watch what they call the breadth. If you have a narrow breadth in the market, that indicates there's going to be a deep sell-off. You better have the rotation of stocks right. When we're rallying, you better make sure the FANG stocks aren't the leaders anymore. Remember I told you a couple weeks ago? I said we got to keep watching. If I don't see the FANG stocks rolling over and the bank stocks going up, we're in trouble. And exactly what they did. They financially engineered it. In the last couple of days, you notice what's going up? Bank stocks are going up. Your FANG stocks are going down. And my members are doing terrific. But someone's got to be able to do that for you. The other thing, the VIX index. The VIX index is coming down, which indicates there's going to be less volatility in the market. So you know exactly where the institutions are going to go. They're going to go and buy the REITs. They're going to go buy utilities. Because with a low interest rate environment, as long as they know the VIX index is low enough, indicating there's not going to be any more big swings, 500 one day, 1,000 next day, 1,500, back to 200, they'll go back to the REITs. They'll go back to the utilities. They'll go back to the airlines. And that's why in 7 days in the airlines, we're up 29%. That's why we're up in Alaska Air 36%. And the planes are sitting on the ground. They're not flying. If they're flying, they're like 3/4 empty. Oh, are they making money? No. The corporations are losing money. They're all going to go bankrupt. But the stock's going up. And that's fine. What you got to know is you got to have somebody to get you out in time. You got to be in this market. Now, who's going to get you out in time? Are the guys on Wall Street? This guy here?
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Our partners, our shareholders, that's it. That's who we take care of. That's our responsibility, not you. Then you got the guy who takes care of your 401k who wants you to cost average down instead of shorting it.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio every day.
Yeah, don't pay attention to your portfolio's down 50%. You're going to be just fine. It doesn't work that way. So there's no more stock market. There's a simple biggest printing machine in the world. They're printing this money. And all you need to know is have somebody to be able to tell you when to get out. And not only get out, but make money as the market goes down. That's what we do here every day. Every day. And I developed a chart that's a color-coded chart that tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to run like hell. But even better, when to make money when the market's going down. And people are scared to death to do that. They say, well, do I have to learn about shorting? No! Just push the button. Push the button. Can you push the button? Do you know what a button is? Just push it. If you can push your button on your TV to change channels, you can make money with the market going down by just pushing the button. You have not got to know what a short is. You haven't got to know anything. You haven't got to know anything about the company. Hell, nobody cares about companies anymore. You think anybody cares about price to sales, price to book, return on assets, return on equity, profit margins, free cash flow, trailing PE, forward PE? Nobody cares. It doesn't mean anything anymore. So I come back to, how the hell does this make sense that we're up in 7 trading days? 12%, 15%, 29%, 36%, 15%, 6%, 4%, 22, 15, 12, 3, 10. And we're in the middle of one of the worst job markets ever. So join my gang, try it for 10 days free, and you'll see what I'm telling you is the truth. You just got to have the confidence that, hey, he's getting me out in time. But darn it, I am going to finally make money when this market goes up. When they rig this market to go up, I'm going to be in it because I got confidence I'm going to get out before it crashes again. Has anybody called you today to talk about the market breadth? Has anybody? Of course not. We do all this for you. Check it out for 10 days. It's free. What the heck?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. Phil'sGang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With Phil'sGang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to Phil'sGang.com. Phil'sGang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to Phil'sGang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to Phil'sGang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at Phil'sGang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow, but we were right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative, he's just a grumpy old man? And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, Phil'sGang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, Phil'sGang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded charts. See you on the charts.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let Phil'sGang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at Phil'sGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil'sGang.com. With the Phil'sGang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at Phil'sGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At Phil'sGang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And Phil'sGang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the Phil'sGang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at Phil'sGang.com. That's Phil'sGang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at Phil'sGang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market, he's just a grumpy old man? Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart, color-coded chart, tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, Phil'sGang.com.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to Phil'sGang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, I said to you on the opening, does this make sense? The kind of profits we have in 7 trading days? Well, it does from a point of view. We no more have a market, stock market. We have a Federal Reserve that has a computer that prints money. They don't need trees, don't need paper. Just print it and print it and print it. But they don't put an economy to help you, Main Street. They put it into the stock market to help the 1 percentile. That's right, the 1 percentile, the very wealthy. And by the way, people don't believe me when I tell them CARES is a con job. Remember I told you the other day about CARES? That was a con job. CARES wasn't put up because they cared about you. It was to correct. Remember how 2 years ago we had the 2.3. We had 2 years ago we had the big jobs cut. Remember that 2 years ago? Well, Main Street. Again, they don't care about Main Street. Their tax rate was cut from 39.6 to a lousy 30, down to 37. But Wall Street was 35%, dropped to 21, which was a lie because their real effective rate was already at 11 with their loopholes. But to appear tough 2 years ago, they said, anybody, these big boys, the 1 percentile, what we're going to do, these wealthy guys, these hedge fund guys, big real estate developers, we're going to limit the amount of losses they can write off of their taxable income. Boy, they didn't like that. Called pass-through. That really impacted them big time, big Wall Street, especially hedge funds, developers. Wow. Well, he got a lot of heat on that, Trump. A lot of heat. Because these are the big boys. So he said, all right, I'll fix it. But what we'll do is we got to mask it. Because if I do this for you, you got to be kidding me, I'll get killed. So we'll create $2.3 trillion CARES Act. Now, I'm going to shock you right now. Do you know 80% of the $2.3 trillion, 80% went to just 43,000 taxpayers? Each had a net worth of $1 million or more. That's right. 80% of that money went to millionaires. And here's even worse. They did this CARES Act to take care of the wealthy, but to fix that tax code that they hated. So they changed that tax code that from 2 years ago, where they were tough on the hedge funds and Wall Street, where they couldn't, again, they were limited to writing off how much of their losses and their pass-throughs, limit to their pass-through as well. Nobody knows that. But that number's striking. Think about it. 80% of that money went to millionaires, right? So everything is going to be for the wealthy, the top 1%. The stock market is the world now. So please get into the stock market. You just need somebody to tell you when to get out of the stock market. During the day at 2 o'clock, we post every day our stocks, our portfolio of stocks. Now we have one group called Phil's 5 Stocks. Those are mine. And those 5 stocks, plus the S&P, that's 6, and we also have 2 gold stocks. If you want to follow those every day, you can. So you join the gang free for 10 days. You get your color-coded chart, and you get your membership. Now, every day at 2 o'clock, we will post, for example, today, Caterpillar is one of my 5 stocks. We tell you exactly what to do every day at 2 o'clock. We came out at 2 o'clock today and posted this.
Looking at Caterpillar, we added yesterday. We're still holding on to this one today with the stop at 114.25. We're not going to add to it today, although we did take up.
So he's giving you, if you follow the instructions, you're going to do just terrific, right? Or you can go back to your broker.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Yeah, he has no responsibility, no fiduciary relationship with you. What the hell does he care about you? Or you can go to Smiley.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. You don't pay attention to your portfolio every day.
Yeah, when you call your broker, you see the market's going down 30%, you ask him what to do. He tells you just stay in, and he tells you even buy more shares. Ridiculous. So we know this. We know the market is going up. We've got tremendous amount of profits. Starbucks, 27%. McDonald's, 14%. TNDM, I'm not going to read them all. They're terrific, terrific. But we also know this, that we're going to retest the lows. We're going to retest the lows. But when is that going to happen? It's going to happen when the market, where this narrow breadth gets worse, that we have more and more. Right now, 50% of the S&P 500 stocks are below the 50-day moving average. If it gets worse and worse, you get more and more below the 58-day moving average. And the problem is, like right now when that's happening, the big institutions that make the market go up, they're sitting on the sidelines. They're sitting on the sidelines. The other thing, we got to continue to see the bank stocks go up. We need a rotation. The the FANG stocks got to stop leading. We got to replace it with the bank stocks. Now, that's been happening a little bit, but not good enough. Now, remember, I said this about a week ago about that, where I told you, and I said, we need a rotation. Let's see if I can find it. Right here. Here we go. This is amazing to me. Here we are. The market goes up, 400 points, maybe go up more because of the announcement of, we got a positive development on vaccine with Moderna. Wait a minute. Didn't we do that with Guild? I mean, this is amazing. They did the same thing every day with, hey, we're ready to sign with China. Ready to sign with China. Well, how'd all that work out? That didn't work out well. Look at Guild. Guild collapsed. Okay? Moderna. Okay? Gave back its gains. But, again, let them continue this narrative. They're going to do everything they can, and we're not going to fight the tape. We're not going to fight the Fed. Not going to fight the noise. Just remember, as this market moves up, we're going to keep making more and more money on the way up, but we'll be the first ones to know when it's over and when it's going to go back down. Our charts will tell us that. But we also need a rotation. If this market keeps going up, that right now we're seeing our banks go up. In the last 3 days, and we're seeing the FANG stocks go down. The last 3 days, our Goldman Sachs is up about 7%. Our Bank of America is up about 7%. Our Citi is up about 6%. We bought these when nobody wanted them. So now the rotation is starting to move in the. Now remember, it's financially engineered. The plunger team is doing this. That's okay. I don't care. Now, we need two things. We need the narrow breadth to get wider. We need more stocks in the S&P above the 50-day moving average. There's too many below. That's the big thing. So we're going to keep an eye on that for you, okay? And again, if someone's following this for you every day and taking care of you you're going to be fine. These are the things we watch every day. We watch the VIX. The VIX tells us when it starts smoothing out, okay, that they're going to start running to a certain group of stocks, interest rate sensitive stocks. We also know every day that when you have the narrow breadth like this, it means that when we do correct, it's going to be a huge correction. So somebody has to tell you every day what's going on, and that's what we do with every stock in our portfolio. So check it out. You get it free for 2 weeks. That's 2 solid weeks of trading, and you'll see it. It works. Now, another thing, remember, as I said to you, Main Street is getting so screwed. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. They're not taking care of Main Street at all. They're not. All this money, as I told you, all this money is going to the very, very wealthy, and the Main Street workers, they can't compete with corporations anymore. What happens, there's so much money going to bail out the corporations, they can't compete. They're in the back of the line. They should be bailing out the workers, bail out Main Street, get rid of their withholding tax. But right now, they're bailing out corporations left and right. They're giving money to bad companies. They're giving money to companies that should be in bankruptcy. But you're not giving money to the folks on Main Street. When they do, remember how much? For every dollar you're getting, these different programs they're talking about right now, Wall Street's getting $112 to your one to move the stock market up. So you got to get back in this market, and you don't have to worry anymore about getting caught when it goes down. Try it for 10 days free. You see it works. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.